now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Road Radio.
Let's get it.
At Tanagra, When the Walls Fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason, but not only Jason.
Yeah.
Jason, you brought somebody in our studio today.
I did.
Earlier today, Jason said, we were having this conversation. Actually, we've been having this conversation for a while. And I said, you know what, Jason? We need to be open to having more people on the show.
Yes.
And, I mean, if we're being honest, can I be honest? What are we doing if we're not being honest? I'll introduce don't talk until you're introduced. I'll introduce our guest in a second. Of course, would we like to have Jerry Seinfeld on the show? Sure.
Yeah.
Jerry's not coming on the show.
No.
Not anytime soon.
Steve Harvey?
Are you kidding, Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Would I like to have Steve Harvey on the show? Of course I'd like to.
Angela Lansbury?
Come on. What are we talking about? But we're going to have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
When it comes to having somebody on the show.
You would say start at the bottom.
Well,
and
you know what I mean? Yeah. And so I was like, Jason, who can we have on that's just like a nobody, And Jason was like, do you remember Jimmy Lasher?
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
it's James. I mean, you should be so lucky.
Well, according to his LinkedIn profile, it's James Lasher.
James Lasher. So
according to your LinkedIn profile, you are a Christian writer and radio podcaster or something?
I haven't started the podcasting yet. But I technically have published a book because Amazon lets you self-publish.
Really?
Doesn't mean anyone's going to buy it.
Has anybody bought it?
5
Other than your mom.
And no, she didn't buy it.
Oh, yikes.
She read it and liked it. And she told me, "Oh, Jimmy, it's so good." If you remember my mom, she's very, she's the church lady.
She's soft-spoken.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
So, somebody read
written
14 pages on an ebook.
So wait a minute. It's sold 5 copies.
Yep.
How much money do you get per book?
60% printed and 70% Kindle ebook.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I not writing books?
Okay, so
I don't
wait.
know. You're a pastor. That's
How
what you gotta do.
how long is the book?
Oh, very short. It's more of a booklet. So don't think it's like a thick read or anything. 52 pages printed, but it loses a lot on ebook. It's like in the 30s. Yeah, they didn't do me.
Arial
font
bold.
super big, yeah.
If I could, I would, but Amazon doesn't let you edit the font for the Kindle. They're like, this is what you're going to use. I'm like, that's not enough. I need more space.
Like 32 digital pages.
32, 34 digital.
Depending on how your font size
What's the
works.
name of the book?
Oh, Wildfire. Overcoming the Spirit of Anger is a subtitle. But just because anger's like kind of been a thing I've dealt with most of my life.
You look like an angry person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I look like you guys. What are you talking about? White guy, beard, hat?
I'm very angry.
No.
That's my favorite thing about the Hulk. Like I'm always angry. As he goes in and out. Yeah.
But he just holds it in now, and that's
I feel that
just
way.
gotten better with it and dealing with it, especially down with Greg Miller.
Part of that anger is where's that picture?
It's on my. I guess you have the physical copy.
Yeah, there's a
See if
physical
we can
copy
get it on the camera there. Stella, here.
Old Dan and Nick there with.
Can you zoom into that?
Yeah.
This
is the origin of my rage.
That's
was
Jimmy
youth group.
in the toilet paper. So we wrapped him in toilet paper, but we did leave him an air hole. So I feel pretty good about that.
I mean, that's kind.
Well,
right?
are those ear holes out the top?
Yeah, I think they're ear holes so he can still hear, and then air holes, and just venting.
It was a fashion thing, maybe. I don't know.
So yeah, I'm wearing my Olentangy Indian Caverns guide polo.
Yeah,
which was the best job I ever had.
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
It was a great job. So we're here with no particular agenda other than just to have another show.
Yeah,
right.
Well, I think, like you mentioned it, we do want to have guests on.
We do want to have guests.
And so he is a published author,
Yes, published author.
Published author.
Published author.
And you were you had your own radio show at Otterbein.
I did. That was a lot of fun. It was the Lasher Power Hour. That wasn't what I wanted it to be called, but I gave them an intro name for it. It was like 80s hits and everything like that. But that's what they signed up the name as, and I was like, oh, okay, that's not very good, but I'll work with it. So
80s hits.
Yeah, 80s pop, rock.
I did have this thought today.
Jazz.
At work. The 80s music was playing on the radio. There's a couple songs that are iconic. When you hear the song, you instantly recognize the movie.
Okay.
Okay, so for instance, Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
What is it?
Rocky.
It's Rocky, right? Highway to the Danger Zone.
Top Gun.
Highway to the Danger Zone.
Kenny Loggins.
There's something about the 80s where there's this iconic song.
Gotta cut footloose.
Yeah. So let's do real quick the Mount Rushmore of songs.
I don't know if I'm prepared to do this.
Well,
This
we
feels
got
like
an
a lot of
80s
pressure.
DJ.
I guess he was an 80s. Wait a minute. Is
Yeah.
this the Mount Rushmore of
80s
80s songs for movies?
I think so.
Okay, so
Cinema
these-
songs.
Well, so not like
like John Williams doesn't count.
not like John Williams'
Right.
Jaws or Superman.
Right.
Although those are super iconic.
Come on, those are better.
But
than-
you hear this on the radio, and you're instantly, that's the song. I think Footloose.
I mean, the name is
Actually, you got
movie is
Footloose, Highway to the Danger Zone, and Eye of the Tiger.
You know, I want to make a strong push for. And I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. That is Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty classic.
Yeah. Can you think of any others?
I was not thinking about this before you
I'm
brought
sorry.
it up, so I
Yeah,
don't. I'm unprepared.
Well, what's that thing with Say Anything? Or John Cusack when he's holding up the boombox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't think of the name of
Well,
that.
then it's
once
not
you
that
hear it.
iconic.
If you can't,
But the scene is.
But can you
Yeah.
sing it? Can you give me the tune?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I wear my sunglasses at night.
that's not from a movie, is it?
Nah, it could
I
be.
think that's
no.
just one of the hits.
That song gets stuck in my head.
See, you don't know the words, but you know the rhythm to
So
the
I think
tune.
that's it.
I guess that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, they're most iconic. They're the ones that we're thinking.
What's the
Eye of
four?
the Tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. That okay.
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone.
Breakfast Club, that don't you
Oh, that's
forget.
pretty good. That's pretty
Usually
good.
people associate that with them
There's
angsty
also,
teenagers.
but there's so Footloose, and then I Had the Time of My Life.
So we got to get rid of one. They're both dancing.
The Time of My Life was the junior prom that my junior prom. The theme song was the Time of My
what
Life.
about Back to the Future? What's
Oh yeah, that song was made for that movie.
yeah? Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, but that I don't think
You hear it on the
people-
radio.
But I don't think people listen
Technically,
to the Ghostbusters
yes,
song.
but not. You don't hear that on radio
They more-
stations.
They more
when-
listen to it like ironically or
I mean,
something.
in like late October, you hear it.
I'm totally blanking on the Back to the Future song. What is it?
I can't think of it. That's I just know.
So
I just
so
know.
no for the Mount Rushmore on that one. If
Yeah,
you
if we can't think
it.
of
Yeah.
it, we can't think of it. Footloose,
Are you? But you're saying Ghostbusters?
Time
no.
of My Life, Ghostbusters. No, I mean, Don't You Forget About Me for Breakfast Club is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it can knock any of those off.
Were you going for popularity or what you prefer?
It's iconic.
Iconic. No, it's not a favorite.
Listen,
You know.
if they were favorites, it'd be a different situation.
Ghostbusters would make my list.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think that's it.
Okay, there it is. That's the Mount Rushmore that no one.
So
will
how?
hit.
Listen, real quick.
Yep.
If anybody wants to buy your book because they have anger issues, can they do that right now? Can they go to Amazon and find
Yeah,
it?
it's there. You just got to type it in.
James Lasher, and what's it called?
Oh, I've never typed my. Just Wildfire Overcoming the Spirit of Anger.
Okay.
And it
How much
uses
is
you-
it?
$7.99. Yep. Oh, that was set up.
I mean, I was thinking 99-cent digital
Now I
special.
know why
You
mom
have-
didn't buy it.
If you have Amazon Kindle, it's free. Or the,
Oh,
the
what?
Kindle Unlimited.
I've got that.
I do have Kindle
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Then it's free.
Oh, okay.
Did you do an audiobook version?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I don't have that sultry, smooth voice for,
I
the Morgan Freeman reading you to sleep
Dan
at
will
night.
read it for you.
I'll read it for you. I feel bad now that it's on Kindle Unlimited because now I have no excuse not to read it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Before I was like, man, I got to put my kids through college.
$7.99.
Now when he's like, hey, you said you had Kindle Unlimited, did you? Because it's only like 32 pages. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just been busy.
I get a lot of books.
I just
Books are
started
given
Dune.
to
Right.
me as homework a
You
lot.
started Dune.
Yeah. Well, I've been through Dune already, but with the movie upcoming, I decided I'm going to start reading it, so that way before I see the movie, it's fresh in my head. So yeah, I'm reading Dune right now. I got a lot of things going on reading wise that I'm doing. So
do you like these newer adaptations though of these like classically written novels and now these newer?
The old
versions?
movie was garbage.
Well,
the old movie.
yes,
Was it,
but it was
bad in a good way?
No.
maybe.
You're
In a
just
little bit.
no
a little bit,
on,
no.
dude.
I can't get through it.
Have you watched it?
I fall
It's
asleep
got
every
Sir
time.
Patrick
I've
Stewart in it.
tried.
It does have Patrick Stewart in it.
With their sword fighting, it's like the block.
Yeah.
I can't get past that.
It's super cheesy. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
I want to like it.
It's
so
a
bad.
painful thing. I'm cautiously optimistic about this new movie. The trailer looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And they don't have to, like, Dune is not precious to me in the way that, like, Lord of the Rings is precious to me. So if they screw it up, like, completely, I just want a good movie. You know what I mean?
You want to be entertained, sit down and be like,
Yeah.
I didn't waste my time with it.
And there's like, isn't there like 18 books of Dune?
There's something like that.
So, like,
I actually have them all.
There would be unlimited content at this point.
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean, what they should do is they should make a TV show. I mean, you could do 18 seasons of a TV show.
Yeah.
But, or you could do 18 movies or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know if 18 is the number. But
So I had another thought. Do you have stuff you want to get?
I
through?
got lots of stuff I can talk about, but I don't have to.
Okay, so I had another thought. I'm listening to Lord of the Rings right now, Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
The first one, and
Tom Bombadillo, and his boots are yellow. Sorry.
yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
So Sam's pony is named Bill.
Yeah, Bill Fernie. Wait a minute. No, that's a Hobbit. Yeah, Sam's pony is.
His name's Bill.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is, I would like to make a Mount Rushmore of listen names that are pet names versus human names.
Okay.
Right? Like not
Fido.
Like Fido would obviously be
A pet name.
A pet name.
Okay.
Spot. That's a pet
Are
name.
these dogs or just
Spike?
pets?
Butch?
Well,
Now I know a Butch.
I know a
guy.
Spike.
In real life? Like not a dog.
Spike Jones. He's a movie maker.
Oh, I didn't think about Spike Jones. Butch.
I mean, Butch can be a real person's name.
Yeah, but do you associate
Butch
that
Cassidy?
with an animal?
Butch Cassidy. That's the one that
Isn't
comes
there
to
a
mind.
coach named Butch?
Oh yeah. Butch Davis.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
he was a Browns coach
I
for
don't
a
think
while.
Butch works.
You don't think Butch is exclusively a dog's name?
No, I don't think
so. I'm
so.
looking for the exclusively dog's name because Bill is not an animal
Spot.
name. Spot.
Fido.
Fluffy.
Fido. Fluffy. That's
I
a
don't
good
know
one.
any humans named Fluffy.
No, there's a comedian Fluffy.
Have you been to the?
Gabriel Iglesias,
Yeah.
but that's a nickname.
It is a nickname.
So do those count?
I don't know.
All right.
The bartender
Yeah,
at
he
the
is
Glitter
Fluffy.
Factory, his name is Fluffy.
Yeah, I wasn't going
don't
to
go
bring
the
that
place.
up,
It's
though.
disgusting.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a line from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
Which is
like what is the Glitter Factory?
that was a gem that my wife and I discovered about 2 years ago.
Parks and Rec.
Never seen it before
Oh, yeah.
because I was never an Amy Poehler fan.
Wait,
Well,
you're
no reason
married?
to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
Still,
just had our first kid.
kiss.
Yeah,
It's been 6 years. We just kissed.
She finally.
we're taking it real slow.
I get it. I get it.
Listen, enjoy them while they come. You know 'cause
What? Kisses or kids?
Anything.
Might be my last one.
So you have a kid.
Do now.
Okay, yeah. It's
1
yours.
month. I think so.
I mean, just get a DNA test just to check. I mean,
I always did.
yeah.
I always,
Fine.
and I also always mark them the moment they come out. I have a Sharpie in my pocket.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can I?
Okay, so
You'd be shocked at how many babies are switched at the hospital.
That doesn't
You have a
surprise me.
1 in 3 chance of actually going home with the baby that
Yeah.
your wife birthed.
I think
33%.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Your
That's-
kids all look
it's a
the
common
same.
fact.
My kids mostly look the same.
Mostly.
Yeah. Harrison, I think, looks the least like the other ones.
Yeah.
Estelle, Gus, and Teddy all kind of
They
look.
all have a similar look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison could be. Now, Gideon.
Obviously, Gideon's yours.
Yeah.
So, what were you? Yeah, you're a father.
No, we're doing names.
Oh, sorry,
Gosh,
names.
You get so distracted.
Fido, Fluffy, Spot.
Scooby.
Scooby's pretty good.
Yeah.
And do you know anybody named Scooby?
I don't. Scooby. Snoopy.
Snoopy. I don't know a Snoopy either.
Snoop
But
Dogg.
those are now we're getting to famous
Yeah.
Do you remember? So in 7th grade, junior high, I'm in 7th grade. You're in 8th grade. Mr. Napper, Brian Napper, who ended up marrying our uncle's
sister.
No,
is our uncle's sister.
He is our uncle's sister.
Our uncle married the sister. Our uncle married the sister of our principal.
Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
hillbilly eligible.
What?
So our junior high principal, our uncle married his sister.
No. He didn't marry our uncle. Yeah, married his sister.
Yeah, our uncle married his sister. Yeah. And then we didn't know this.
Yeah.
And we're at Thanksgiving.
And he shows up.
And our principal walks through the door.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the bleep are you doing here?
Worst
that was
holiday
weird.
ever.
Brian Napper, I hear he's doing great things somewhere.
He still holds record for the 100-yard dash, and it will never be broken
because they don't run the 100-yard dash.
They run meters
anymore.
now.
Now every fat kid that goes there could probably break it, because of evolution and whatnot. Yeah. But so anyway, Brian Napper, principal at Elgin Junior High.
Yeah. Green Camp, Ohio.
Comes over the loudspeaker during announcements and ends it by saying that a CD has been found, a cassette tape, and they're looking for the owner of this cassette tape. It is a cassette tape by Snoopy Dog Dog. If anybody has a Snoopy Dog Dog cassette that you're missing, please come to the office. And
the school busted up.
You could hear the laughter probably 3 miles away.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Everybody lost. I mean, if you're in 7th grade and your principal comes over the loudspeaker
Snoopy Dog Dog?
and says Snoopy Dog Dog, I mean, you're done. You might as well just call it a day at that point. Like, guys, it's a free day. Do what you want. We're not going to get any work done.
Yeah.
Snoopy Dog Dog.
That's pretty great. I've forgotten about that.
So Scooby, Spot,
Fido,
and Fluffy.
That's a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
Okay. All right.
Well, I have a son named Gus.
Yeah.
Gus is a common dog name.
Yeah. I'm a big fan
I didn't do that
of...
Did you plan that ahead?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
He was named after the mouse from Cinderella, right?
Yeah, Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another animal.
I'm a big fan of giving animals...
people names.
Yeah, like Frank, or Vince, Like if you know what I mean?
Vince the cat.
Yeah, if you had a cat named Vince.
Vince, get over here.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, giving animals people names, exclusively people names, like Bill.
Like my daughter's fish is named Tom Selleck. We that kind of thing.
Yeah. I got the Tom Selleck shirt on today.
Yeah, it's a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
Hawaiian lady right there.
She looks just so high in that picture. Just
There's some heavy bags under her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what to say about Hawaiian
Her
women.
life's not good.
No.
I don't either. I was asking.
All right.
Okay, what do you got?
You seem to be naming these pets like traditional names. Like, would you name one like Braden or Skylar?
I like all of
some
those.
of the more.
Yeah.
Really?
Like a newer name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did names become like new again? Like there's a whole new realm of like new
I don't
made
like
up
it.
names. No.
Stick
with the old names.
Give me your Johns.
Yeah.
Give me your Freds.
Yeah.
Wilma.
Yeah.
I don't need
Ethel,
these newfangled
Hazel.
names. You did it right with Estelle.
Yeah, Estelle.
That's a 90-year-old woman's name. You gave your daughter. Good job.
Also have Augustus.
Augustus.
Yeah.
Estelle.
Harrison.
Harrison.
That's super stately.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess.
is.
Benjamin Harrison.
Yeah. And what's my last one? Theodore.
Yeah, Theodore. Yeah, you're all over the place.
I am all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You like the long names.
I do. Well, like presidential.
Yeah,
like any of my kids could be a president.
Yeah, Theodore.
The ones with the presidential names.
All right. I got a problem, Jason.
Yeah.
So we've talked about it before. So my family, we've started playing chess. I don't exactly know how it started, but we started playing chess.
I think we started it.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Stella, is that true?
I'm not going to say you never played a game of chess before me, but like
No, I did.
Our playing chess had nothing to do with you.
I'm just saying we started playing chess as a family.
The Queen's Gambit is what started it.
Agreed to
We all started watching the Queen's Gambit at some point. Anyway, we've been playing chess.
All of my kids can be all of your kids.
I don't know that that's true. So we've been playing a lot of chess lately, and when I first started playing my son, who's 17 years old, I would beat him 1 out of every 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smarter than I am. He's better at it.
That's a given.
And so it was okay. Now he beats me every time, and somehow I'm getting worse at chess. I've never played so much chess. Like in the last month, I've never played as much as I played.
How do you know you're getting worse?
Because
he's not
the
getting
chess
better.
app keeps track of your score. Like it gives you he's like a 1450 chess rated player.
Yeah.
And I mean that isn't a lot. You're like when you're
it is what it is.
I mean it is what it is. They start you off at 1,000. That's like if you suck, you're 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm at like 850. I was like up to like 1,100 for a while, and I was like feeling better, getting better. And then I started playing a lot. I started taking some of the chess lessons, and learning some of the things and all of that stuff. And
Have you gotten worse?
And I'm worse.
So you're
progressively getting worse.
Instinctive player.
I am.
Don't think.
Yes.
Just act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's me. And I don't know what to do about it because I really want to beat him. And he always like makes me like, "What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do now?" I'm like, "Shut up," you know. And so I don't know what to do about it. I'm committed to being better. I mean, I can still beat my wife, so but she's a woman, so there's never been a woman chess champion.
You beat her at chess.
Mm-hmm. Did I say I beat my wife?
But that's what it sounds like. I can still beat her.
Well, I could. I don't.
Yeah, that would be bad.
So I mean, I can beat her. I can beat the girls, but because they're girls, and
of course,
And
you can't beat Estelle.
No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't beat Estelle. That's true. So I don't know what to do about it. Should I just stop playing, or should I just? Am I ever going to beat him again?
Play people dumber than you.
Well, I do that. I'm down at like whatever the person that I play on the chess app is like 600.
I'd like to see you play Teddy.
It would be a good game.
He's 8.
I do really well, but I can't checkmate. That's my problem. I can get the advantage.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to checkmate.
Yeah.
Like I once had like 2 queens and like 2 rooks and couldn't checkmate a single king. You know what I mean? Every movie I was like, what?
That's all he had
this
left.
This guy can't. It's a slippery guy. I can't. How do I lock him down? And he got 2 of my people. At some point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't know what to do about it. I think I'm just gonna quit. You think that's the right move?
Yeah. Maybe switch to checkers.
I don't like checkers. That's confusing to me.
I think we found your problem then with chess.
What's my problem?
If checkers is confusing, you're out of your league, Dan.
That's true.
I might be out of my league. Jimmy. All right.
Okay.
Last week, Jason,
Yes.
you had told me to watch Murder Among the Mormons. Have you watched this?
I have not.
It's a good documentary.
I do like documentaries.
Do you like Mormons?
I mean, I have to say yes. My stepmom was raised Mormon.
Oh, yeah?
So
She still?
You have to.
Non-practitioner. No.
She was raised a non-practitioning
No,
Mormon?
raised Mormon.
Okay.
And is now non-practitioning.
Now,
Yeah.
she made that decision.
I assume so. I don't think it was forced on her by my dad.
Have you?
I mean, I guess it could have been.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not having that Mormon.
Was he a Mormon?
Nope, Catholic. I know, right?
So the Catholics
Wait a
beat the
minute.
Mormons.
Pretty much.
You said your mom?
Stepmom.
Your stepmom
Yep.
was a practicing Mormon.
Yep.
Okay.
From my understanding.
And married a Catholic.
Yep.
So she dropped the Mormon after she married the Catholic.
I don't know. That was a good question. I'll have to email him about that. I don't know.
This is how you correspond with your family? It's through email?
Zoom. Well, they're down in Florida.
Oh, sure.
okay.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
So you're okay with the
They're
Mormons
actually in the
as
same
a whole.
apartment complex.
She had the Book of Mormon in their bookshelf when I lived with them in high school, and I was like, "Oh, I got a Bible assignment I got to do." She's like, "Oh, here, use this." I was like, "I can use that."
No.
Golden
No go.
plates.
Yeah.
Gold plates.
Yeah.
It's all about the gold plates.
I'll take the gold plates.
I'm a big fan of the Mormons. Now, I totally disagree with many of their things, but I'm very interested in the Mormons.
Yes.
The Mormons are fascinating to me. I'd like to go around Salt Lake City and just walk around, and just see all the Mormons, and just
In the natural
get a
habitat.
feel for them. You know what I mean? So I'm anything that says it's about Mormons,
Yes.
I'm in on. Like, I want to watch. I want to know about this.
Well, I'm fascinated with all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
If it was a Jehovah's Witness thing,
all of it.
Mormons,
Right.
any of the other things. So there's
Waco,
this documentary
Texas,
on
David Koresh.
David Koresh. Have you seen the David Koresh thing?
Yeah. At
I think it's just called Waco.
Waco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
I did
really
see that
good.
one.
I watched that like in a day. Like everything stopped.
Yeah.
And I finished watching.
Okay,
it.
so Mormons.
So Murder Among the Mormons. It's a 3-part documentary.
Yeah.
Were you aware of this story?
I didn't know it, no.
Is it the one down in Mexico?
No.
No, not that one. Where they were.
They happened in Salt
now
Lake
I
City.
want to know about that. What's that? What happened in Mexico?
Oh, like it was a village of Mormons, and they were
Oh, I remember that,
killed by Mexican cartels.
Yeah, that was just a couple years
ago. Yeah, it was not that long ago.
Have they made a documentary about it?
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't know.
It just happened.
Yeah,
like 2 years ago.
It's like still too soon. So
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Let's sit on that one.
Okay, so anyway, in 1985, these 3 bombs went off in Salt Lake City, and it was kind of a big deal. And there was like terror in the streets. Everybody was afraid. And so it's the story about what happened and how it went down. You should watch it. It's super engrossing. It's very good. So, Jason, first of all, are you still familiar with it? You still remember it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The bald, kind of heavy-set dude with the bow tie?
Yeah.
What's your feeling about him?
I love that guy.
You don't think he's hiding something? Like, he's definitely lying. Like, straight up to the camera on the documentary.
No, I don't think so.
You know the thing when they asked him, were you with Steve Christensen the night before he was killed? And he was like, I don't, and he kind of stammered for a little bit. And then he said, no, but maybe that day. And then he kept on like blinking, like, and twitching involuntarily.
Yeah.
Like, and he was best friends with Mark Hoffman. Like, this guy is lying about something.
So. Honestly,
he was aware of what was happening.
Listen, not that there's anything wrong with it.
Okay.
But I think he hasn't come out of the closet.
Yeah, so he's gay. Obviously,
I think he's a gay Mormon, but doesn't want it. Like,
he's a Gorman. We've talked about Gormans before.
Oh, okay.
Gay Mormons. Gormans. But I think he's probably gay. But
yes, obviously.
It makes him uncomfortable because I think the Mormons frown upon that.
They do?
I think so.
What's your stepmom say?
Yeah. They're pretty conservative in their
No, I know.
What's your stepmom's name? First name.
I'm all right.
What's your Nancy?
Actually, yeah, her name is Nancy.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Mormon name. So,
let's call Nancy.
She probably knows enough to fill you in.
She knows more than we do, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So, anyway, that guy's lying about something.
Yeah.
But you say it's the fact that he's gay.
I think so.
That's interesting.
I think he's trying his hardest to come across as, a good Mormon.
Yes.
But then he's hiding some secrets.
Yeah, because he really went out of his way to say he didn't drink that night.
That's what I'm saying, as I think he's got some hidden activities.
He was so flustered the whole time.
Yeah. I love that guy.
And it was still very emotional
he was
about
fantastic. Let him do a documentary about anything, I would watch. Just let him tell the story.
Every single time he was on the camera, it was like my skin was crawling.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, this guy, I
liked
trust
him.
this guy.
I liked him a lot.
The guy that I liked was the forensic guy.
Oh, yeah.
I liked that guy a lot. And I liked the detective.
Yeah.
I liked the detective a lot, too.
No, it was a fantastic, was it 3 parts?
3 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way Netflix does those, they weave it in and out. They make you think one thing and they turn it back around.
Yeah.
It'd be curious.
I thought my original theory was that Mark Hoffman attempted suicide. So I thought he killed the first 2 guys. He felt so bad about everything that then he tried to kill himself with a bomb and something didn't go off right.
They kind of make you believe that. I actually thought it was the Mormons.
You thought the Mormons
The Mormon church was doing it because he was uncovering these documents that were like very damaging to the Mormon faith.
He found a document that was an original Joseph Smith document that proved that he was not led to the golden plates
by an angel,
but by a white salamander.
Yeah, it's called the Salamander Papers.
Ah.
Yeah, and so it's like their whole history, and he had 2 or 3 things like this that popped up that he found these old documents. And they make you believe that the Mormon church is trying to cover that up.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Which they were, though. They were trying to cover it up. Because every single time he had a document, the Steve Christensen guy bought it for like $50,000 and then gave it to the Mormon church. Right, and the Mormons were like, we're going to put it back in this back room. We'll talk about it later. But for now, don't even think about it. Yeah. So the Mormons were definitely trying to cover it up. There's no doubt about that.
But they were fake?
Yeah, but they didn't know that.
Well, that's what. But I don't think it's wrong for the Mormon church to cover up fake documents. Like, listen, we don't know what this is. We don't know where these came from. Before we release these to the public, let's just put them back here and authenticate them first. We're not going to tell you that Joseph Smith wrote this. We don't know if he wrote it or not.
Right.
I wouldn't release it.
I wish this guy was not a murderer.
That's a good thing to hope for.
Yeah. And I wish that he was just a forger and would have spent the rest of his life just forging documents.
Yeah.
And just totally mess everything up.
He was fantastic.
He was really good at it. And not just Mormon documents, like early settlers and like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln stuff. I mean, he was making a ton of money off of his forgeries.
Yeah.
And it would have been awesome if he just continued to forge Mormon documents and others and just completely like mess everything up.
Yeah.
But he had to mess it up by killing people.
Well, that could be part of the reason the Mormon Church doesn't want that stuff getting out, because then you got the conspiracy theories flying all over there. They might even make the Alex Jones show or something because of that.
Hey,
and
I hope
they don't
make
like
the
that.
Alex Jones show one day.
I love Alex Jones.
I know you do.
He's pretty entertaining.
Okay.
So anyway, I encourage it was a good suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I don't listen to your Netflix suggestions. And now it's time for the Netflix suggestion of the week.
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus.
We really need a graphic.
Or maybe Amazon Prime.
It's just
or something
forever
like
long
that,
to
like
go with this.
YouTube,
It's a long-
We don't want to put a box around what you watch, so
Maybe just
you
me
never
playing
know.
the guitar or something.
That eats up like 2% of the show.
Well,
that
kind
jingle.
of need that. So that was an original, by the way. So, yeah.
First time recording, right?
Yeah, first time recording it. I had never even thought about it or practiced it. And I just sat down, pressed record, just started playing the guitar and singing, and a gem was born. That will be my lasting legacy on society, is that song. That song one day will be as big as your Footloose, as big as your Highway to the Danger Zone. It'll be that and bigger. So,
Okay.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
Peacock TV.
Okay, all right.
I have a subscription to. I'm bragging a little.
Whatever. I mean, we can't all...
it's like $6 a month or something. So, Murder, She Wrote. Now, listen.
Yeah?
I know that I've talked about this before.
Yes, you have. A lot, actually.
But last time I went down this road, it was on Netflix.
Right.
And I got through about 7 seasons.
Okay. And how many seasons are there?
There's like 18 or something.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
And I got through like 7 seasons, and then they cut it off. And I had no way to watch them.
Right.
Because I was going to watch them all.
Yeah.
So they're all on Peacock TV right now. 264 episodes.
Okay.
I'm going to watch them all.
All right.
And aren't they reasonably long, like 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah,
they're
44 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was an hour-long TV show with commercials.
With commercials, yeah.
So it's
Okay.
44 minutes.
So it's over 200 hours worth of Murder, She Wrote. I'm going to do it.
Okay. Which leads into a little promo for the future, which is Jason and I, for the next 10 episodes, once a week, I found a list of the top 10 Murder, She Wrote episodes. Now, you love Murder, She Wrote.
I love it.
I don't want to say I don't love it. I just don't watch it, haven't watched it ever really. I mean, Mom used to watch it, so it would be like on, and I'd be like aware of it, but I didn't like sit down to watch Murder, She Wrote. So these will all be new for me. Many of them will be repeats for you. But I found a list of the top 10 Murder, She Wrote episodes. Starting next week, we're going to break down one episode a week leading up to the 10th week to the number one Murder, She Wrote episode of all time.
So we'll start at number 10.
Break them down. Yeah, we'll start at number 10. I believe it's the Magnum PI crossover episode.
Yes.
Is the number 10, which they don't do enough of those anymore. Do they even do crossover TV shows anymore?
I don't know.
They did in the DC universe. Those shows like Arrow and everything.
Oh,
they
yeah,
did
yeah,
like
yeah.
a Infinite Crisis superhero
Flash
montage. Yeah, Flash.
Yeah,
All
like,
the DC
yeah,
guys.
I feel like in comic book stuff you can kind of get away with it a little bit
But
more.
like real TV.
Yeah,
Which
like,
I don't even watch real TV.
like I like
Modern Family in the Office.
that would be fine. Or
Yeah.
like Blue Bloods and like Law and Order. You know, like all of a sudden.
What if you mix like 2 different genres, like Blue Bloods and Modern Family?
I would like that too.
Yeah.
See, there should just be more of that.
Yeah,
in my
I
life.
agree.
Okay.
So if people want to watch that episode,
Yes. Oh yeah. So let me see if I can find it.
because the goal is you watch it this week,
You watch it,
and we will discuss it next week.
and then you'll have your own opinions. So I found this list on looper.com.
Okay.
So I don't know anything about looper.com. If
Yeah.
it's, I don't know.
So the Magnum PI episode is
I'm just making sure. Magnum on Ice, Season 3, Episode 8.
Okay, so we're all going to watch it this week. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. The show aired 264 episodes and 4 subsequent TV movies. Wow.
I didn't know about the movies.
Okay. She didn't appear in 6 of the episodes.
That's weird.
That is weird. I wonder how many of those are on the top 10. Okay, so there it is. So that's what we're going to break down next week is the Magnum on Ice episode, Season 3, Episode 8. And we're going to break it down to the final detail.
I've seen it.
It's going to be good. All right.
Well, since you told me when I got here that we were doing this.
Yeah.
Well, you watch the show. You know we do this every week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you're not a good liar.
Look, I'm not.
I hope you write books better than you lie.
I do.
Okay, good.
I did have something originally on HBO Max, but after hearing just some of the things that you said, I am not going into that because that would be a deep dive that
Mormon stuff.
I'm not ready for. No.
Oh.
As I've gotten older, I appreciate the Lord of the Rings trilogy more and more than when I was younger.
Sure.
And they've got the extended edition of Return of the King and Lord of the Rings on HBO Max. Oh. I was going to say that, but I feel like Dan is on a whole nother level of like Lord of the Rings and knowledge.
A whole other level.
Yeah.
Another's not a thing.
Well, tomato.
People say that all the time, and I'm trying to help you.
It's a whole
I mean, a published author.
Hey, you know
I just thought you would use
I've
correct
got
grammar.
That college degree.
A
I don't
whole
care
nother
how
level.
my grammar is anymore.
He doesn't have a college degree.
I know.
I mean, you can be on another level. You could be on another level. You can be on a whole other level.
Look, I married into the South.
Thing.
I married into the South.
Uh-huh.
They talk different, and it's kind of bled into it.
All right, sure.
So
far be it. Excuse me. I apologize.
It's all right there, Yankee. Anywho.
So you were gonna suggest Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but I just don't because the more I've seen it as I got older, I appreciate it more. I think the story is better every time I watch it, and because like Star Wars was like peak stock prices growing up, but it's kind of gone down for me since Disney acquired it.
Yeah,
and
definitely
Mandalorian kind of bumped it a little bit, but then other stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to say it's a series called Generation Kill, which is based on the Marine invasion of Iraq back in 2001. And it follows Marine recon. Now, this is not like it is a TVMA.
Documentary?
No, it is a series.
Drama.
Okay.
It's a fictional, like historical fiction.
Okay.
Would be the...
Written by one of the guys. So it does follow the actual counts. Like the names of the guys are
based
real.
on a true story.
Yes, based on a true story. The unit is real. The guys in the unit are real. And what they encountered are real. Written by one of them.
Okay.
And it is very accurate to the life of what it's like in the Marine Corps, which you probably didn't know. I was in the Marines for 4 years.
I didn't know that.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
It's been a while since
done
I
a lot
saw
of
it.
things.
Did you...
yeah, the 20s were busy for me.
Did you serve somewhere? Or did you, like, how's...
Joined the Marines, went through training, 2 years in Okinawa, Japan, came back to the States,
You were in World War II?
Yes. No. I age gracefully.
I heard it was rough.
Yeah. 6 to 8 months at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
And then they put us on a boat and sailed across the Atlantic, around the Med, through the Suez, around the Arabian Peninsula, and chilled out around Iran for a bit. But that was when Syria started doing chemical weapon stuff, but they didn't send us in. We were on standby.
So you never saw, like, active...
Nope.
Okay.
I never shot at another human being.
Okay, that was my next question.
Jason has.
Nope.
How many people... I've been shot at.
Yeah, you have been shot at.
I
That's true.
believe that, too. But it's very entertaining. If foul language isn't the person's forte, don't watch it. But, it's
not kid-friendly.
No.
Yeah.
Crass humor, but it's very accurate. And I just always like to rewatch it. I don't know. Like, it's one of those once-a-year things I watch.
Where do you find this? How
HBO Max.
It's on HBO
Yeah.
Max. You're a big HBO Max guy.
We just got it. We only get, like, one streaming service at a time.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
it
smart.
until we
Binge
run
it
out
all.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So we just dropped the Disney, Hulu, ESPN Plus package because college football's over and I don't have a sport I need to watch now on ESPN. So we picked up HBO Max to see what it's about and working our way through it now.
Yeah.
There is a documentary on HBO Max called McMillions. You got to watch that.
I think I saw that.
Now I'll say this about McMillions. You need to watch it too.
I haven't seen it.
It's probably 2 episodes too long. It's like 7 episodes, and it's really engrossing, but it's stretched out a little bit too much at the end. But it's one of the best documentaries I've seen. It's fascinating. Like
about the Monopoly game, right?
And it's about McDonald's Monopoly and how this guy cheated the system. So, it's a super good documentary. Lots of twists and turns.
They've got a big list of documentaries on there.
Yeah.
I went through. There's even an Ohio State, Michigan one, which it was from back in 2007, so it's not quite up to date.
Yeah. All right. So,
Did you give one?
No, I was just about to say what mine is.
We got other stuff we got to do.
Okay, fine.
Come on.
My Netflix suggestion is found on Netflix. Personally, I watch Stella's Netflix because she logged in at my TV.
It's my Netflix, her profile.
Well, she's the one that logged in at my house.
Yeah.
And so that's the one I turn on. And when it works, I mean,
Yeah. We're going to need to change your password.
So there's a documentary about Barcelona football club called Take the Ball, Pass the Ball, and it's really good. It's super good. It's about specifically their team in the early 2000s when Pep Guardiola was their manager, and they were like unstoppable.
Have you watched the really Pele one yet?
I started watching it, but I was super tired, so I was like dozing off, and I was like, I don't want to fall asleep during this. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
But I've not been. I don't have many opportunities to watch soccer documentaries because the rest of my house doesn't give a crap about it. So
Have you watched an English Game on Netflix?
Yeah, I like that.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's a little bit more Downton Abbey than it is like about soccer, but fine. I still like it.
I mean, Downton Abbey. Ain't nothing wrong with Downton Abbey.
I got no problem with Downton Abbey. So anyway, my Netflix suggestion of the week is Take the Ball, Pass the Ball. It was pretty good.
Okay, so last week
we talked about continue.
I don't know how we got on it. Pickled pig's feet.
Stressed out about this.
Yeah, and I told you that I would bring some in.
We were talking about pickles.
Oh, we're talking about things green.
Yeah, we're talking about green things.
Oh, by the way, we missed something.
What?
That Jess wrote it on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever. She did this. The green light, traffic light.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
But
it's also
too late.
Her birthday week. So happy birthday.
This is her birthday week?
Yeah, it's sometime this week. So
congratulations, you were born.
I told her I would give her a shout out.
I don't know.
She sells essential oil.
It's like enough. Oh, okay.
So if you want to buy essential oil, go to Jess's page.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's on somewhere. You can find it.
There's always an oil for something.
Lavender. Well, we should have her on.
I'm okay with that.
Anyways.
Speaking of oil.
Pickled pig's feet.
Yeah, we were talking about pickled pig's feet.
So I told my wife, I need you to buy some pickled pig's feet. And she goes, why? And I said, we're going to eat them. And so she looked, could not find them. So she brought
when I called you earlier today, and I was like, hey, did she find pickled pig's feet? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to eat it anyway.
Right.
But I was gearing myself up to.
Well, she brought something else home. And it was sitting beside my chair. I've got a little table beside my recliner. And it was sitting there when I got home. I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. And she continued to tell me what it was. I'd never even heard of it. So, how Stella, zoom in on this. How would you pronounce that?
It's Gefilte Fish.
Gefilte. Okay.
I mean, I've heard of it. I'm aware of it. It says it's a product of Israel.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I assume it's kosher.
It kind of looks like
that's a safe bet.
A chicken nugget.
It's even worse.
So it's sweet gefilte fish.
And the fact that it's sweet doesn't make it better for me. Like that doesn't like entice me to want it anymore or not want it anymore.
It could be fantastic.
There's no way it's fantastic.
You don't know this.
I'll try it. There's no way it tastes good.
Yeah. So
we're gonna smell it first.
Here, choose your weapon.
I mean, very oily.
Well, it's fish.
It doesn't immediately make the room stink though, so it's not.
Oh my God.
It's not that.
Hey, it smells like meatballs.
It smells a little bit like a Salisbury steak TV dinner.
Yes, I love Salisbury steak.
That's exactly what it smells like. Salisbury steak.
It smells like Salisbury steak.
What the heck is Salisbury steak, by the way?
Gefilte fish.
Have you ever
in brown gravy?
Have you ever seen Salisbury steak on a menu at a restaurant?
I'll take the Salisbury steak.
I've never heard of.
Next time I go to Texas Roadhouse,
Salisbury steak is
get the Salisbury steak.
Is only a TV dinner item.
It's also
or school lunch.
No, school lunch.
Well, that's okay.
But you go. What's the old people restaurant in Westerville? It's at the corner of
Frisch's Big Boy.
Schrock. No. It's like man, you go in there. It's like everybody's 80 years old.
Schrock and where?
Schrock and Westerville Road, like in that plaza by Sherwin-Williams.
Bob Evans?
No. No.
McDonald's?
I'll think of it here in a little bit.
All right,
But
so because of this, Jason, I haven't drank a Mountain Dew.
since you knew Jimmy 25 years ago.
It's been a long time since I've had a Mountain Dew. I only drink seltzer water. I don't even drink the stuff that's got fake stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had, but I was not going to just let this sit in my mouth. I found this on the property, and so it's a cold Mountain Dew. So I'm going to drink the Mountain Dew to wash it down.
Okay. It's carp.
Yeah, it says it's. I guess I should read the ingredients.
Carp?
It says I do not want to
silver
spill.
Don't tip that. Don't tip it.
I know.
Get
The
on your
studio
phone.
will taste like it or smell like it forever. Here's the ingredients: water, fish, and it's parentheses carp and silver carp.
Okay.
Sugar,
Yeah.
onions, carrots, matzo meal, salt, potato starch, powdered egg whites, pepper, carrageenan, and So it says after opening, refrigerate and consume within 3 days.
Refrigerate? Oh, after. Okay.
Yehuda sweet gefilte fish is produced from the finest ingredients of freshest fish in order to bring a healthy and flavorful delicacy to your table. Yehuda gefilte fish can be served either cold or at room temperature. Do you think it'd be better cold?
No. I think room temperature.
Directly from the jar. Savor the taste during the holidays or anytime year round. Yehuda. Perfecting tradition. So, there it is. I don't know. I wonder what feast the Jews.
It's huge. It's a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to be.
We're just gonna.
No, we're eat
I'm not eating the whole thing.
Yes, do it.
No, you can't make me.
Okay.
Here, Jimmy. I'll just cut this.
I
in
was
half.
about to say, yeah.
There. Oh, it cuts too easy. It cuts way too easy.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're gonna listen,
I mean, all the ingredients sounded good.
it smells like Salisbury steak.
It smells awful.
Okay, and it's sweet, I guess.
Gefilte fish.
Oh,
Gefilte.
there's the carrots.
All right.
Okay, on Stella count
Bottoms
down to
up.
3. Look, you have a little tiny piece on yours.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do with a big chunk.
Cheers.
Mazel tov.
Okay, Stella, count us down from 3.
3, 2, 1.
That ain't bad.
I would eat that. Did you eat it?
It actually is
You
kind of
didn't
sweet.
eat
No,
Put it in your mouth and eat it.
it's really not bad
I
at
just
all.
wanted to make sure.
It was a pretty light taste.
It's like a weird aftertaste.
I'm a big texture guy. Oh.
You almost feel like air bubbles as you chew it coming out.
Yeah. It's like the fish is still breathing.
It's way too soft.
Yeah, it's pretty soft.
It like dissolves immediately in your mouth. You're going back for more.
Hey, Nemo's pretty good.
It's sweet gefilte fish. Mm-hmm. I'm going to eat this on the holidays. What is that face? You got a sugar rush?
Wow. Mountain Dew is amazing. Oh, you spilled it. The studio is going to smell like gefilte fish forever now.
Just tell people it's Salisbury steak.
It does smell like Salisbury
I don't
steak.
like anything about it. I don't like the texture. I hate the smell. I don't like the way it tastes.
I'm going to finish this later. Here.
That's awful.
I was definitely expecting worse, honestly.
Put it on.
You would never eat that on purpose, though.
I'm going to
No,
tonight.
but-
This is my dinner.
You know,
think
there are times you could, like, I took Intro to Judaism a semester ago.
You're the most eclectic
would've
person
had
I've
that.
ever met. You've been in
Hey.
the Marines. You've written a book. You've taken Intro to Judaism. Your stepmom is Mormon. Like, there, you know.
I had to take an INST. I was like, hey, Intro to Judaism sounds pretty good. So I had to make my own Jewish holiday kosher dinner. It was pretty good.
Did you have gefilte fish?
I did not, but I would have, because that ain't bad. I've had way
No.
worse.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I was expecting worse. I think
don't
it's
like it
good.
at all.
I think sardines are worse than that.
I don't mind a sardine.
I don't know if I've ever
It feels
had
more
a sardine.
natural. See, I don't like that. It's just too.
But it's light. It's
Yeah,
light.
it's fluffy.
It's not chewy either.
Yeah.
You just chew it and it like
Well, no, it's not
Dissolve.
chewy at all.
It melts in
just
your mouth.
Absolutely dissolves in your
it's
mouth.
melt in your mouth. Delicious. You're right.
Well, he didn't say that, but it's not.
I was building on it, Dan.
Yeah.
Stella, would
Continuing
you like to try
forward.
some?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah, she that's
You
not
could
her.
probably do without.
Well, so are we going to eat? Does that get us off the hook for pickled
Okay,
pig's
so
feet?
if anybody wants to send in some pickled pig
There it
feet,
is. Then we will eat it.
we'll eat it.
If you send us almost anything that was made to eat,
It's edible.
Yeah, don't send us like battery acid or something. Say swallow this, But if it's something that's like people eat on purpose,
Yeah,
we'll eat it.
yeah. I'll eat anything.
Jason, this can of pop reminds me of the video that I sent you just the other day.
Oh yeah.
So my favorite sound in the world, of all things that you could hear, my favorite sound in the entire world is you're in a movie theater and it's quiet and you hear a can of pop opening. That is by far my favorite thing. Yeah. And so we went to Chaos Walking, this new Tom Holland movie, the other day, and I waited for the quiet part, and I videotaped myself doing it, and opened up my can of seltzer water.
You hear Erica.
They don't sell
giggling
seltzer
in
water.
the
I'd have
back.
if I, you know what I mean. If
Yeah.
they had what I wanted there, I'd have
Yeah.
bought it, but they don't have it.
Right.
And opened it up, and Erica and Michaela both put their hands in it. I mean, they were so embarrassed. It was hilarious. It was awesome.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm not going to probably drink more of this, but at least I'm glad I had it, and that's not sitting in my mouth.
Yeah. Okay, so next week, Murder, She Wrote.
Next week, Murder, She Wrote. We're going to break down the Magnum PI episode to the smallest degree.
Yeah.
No stone will be unturned.
So on all platforms, while you're listening,
Yeah.
comment, like, rate, subscribe, do all that stuff.
Do all the things.
But specifically, we have a Google page, a
Yes.
Google business page. So we need some people to review that.
You need to go to google.com.
I don't know. I'll put it on.
LauerRoadRadio.
I'll put links in the profile. So just click the link and review it on Google. It will help us.
Yeah. I'm going to burp up this Gefilte Fish.
On purpose.
No, I just feel a burp coming, and that's what will happen. And read Jimmy's book.
One more time, what's it called?
Wildfire Overcoming the Spirit of Anger.
Okay.
Buy it.
It's only $7.
Calm down. Just relax.
$7.99. I need that extra 99 cents for taxes.
Okay.
This is Dan signing off for Jason and Jimmy, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo, boo, sit. Good dog.
I've spoken.